It lasts for 7 weeks and is all about physical conditioning, water competency, and mental tenacity. This is where you'll find the iconic images of men carrying heavy logs on the beach, doing endless push-ups in the cold surf, and running 4 miles in wet boots. Instructors are relentless, pushing candidates to their absolute limits and beyond. They create an environment of constant stress, sleep, deprivation, and discomfort. Every single day is a test, and within this first phase lies the legendary Hell Week. 5.5 days of continuous training where candidates get a grand total of about 4 hours of sleep. Not 4 hours a night, but 4 hours for the entire week. They're constantly cold, wet, sandy, and exhausted. They run more than 200 miles, do hours of physical training, and spend day and night in the frigid Pacific Ocean. So, why do people quit during Hell Week? It's not just the pain. It's the sheer mental exhaustion. Your body is screaming. Every muscle aches. Your skin is raw. But the real battle is in your head. The instructors are experts at psychological warfare. They'll tell a candidate, "You're not good enough. You're letting your team down. All this pain can stop right now. Just go ring that bell." And that bell, it's a simple brass bell that sits in the middle of the training compound. Ringing it 3 times signifies that you're quitting. For many, it's a siren's call, promising warmth, food, and sleep. The decision to ring the bell often comes down to a single moment of weakness, a crack in the mental armor. It's the moment a candidate starts thinking about how much it hurts right now, instead of focusing on the next small task, the next step, the next breath. Those who make it through Hell Week learn to live in the moment, to break down an impossible week into manageable chunks. Get to the next meal, get through the next evolution. Help the guy next to you. One of the biggest misconceptions is that only the biggest, strongest guys make it. In reality, it's often the smaller, more wiry guys with an unbreakable will who succeed. They call it the strength of the wolf. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. SEAL training is the ultimate equalizer. It doesn't care about your background, your athletic history, or how much you can bench press. It only cares about one thing: your ability to never, ever quit. A huge reason for failure is a lack of a powerful why. Candidates who show up just because they think it as cool or want the glory are the first to go. When you're shivering uncontrollably at 3 a.m., covered in sand, and with miles more to run, looking cool isn't enough to keep you going. The successful ones have a deep, personal reason for being there. They're doing it for a fallen friend, to prove something to themselves, or out of a profound sense of duty. This why becomes their anchor in the storm of Hell Week. Another critical factor is teamwork. The saying "it pays to be a winner" is drilled into them from day one. The winning boat crew in a race might get to rest for a few minutes, while the others continue to do push-ups in the surf. This fosters competition. But more importantly, it forces them to work together. You can't get through BUD/S alone. You rely on the man to your left and the man to your right. If a candidate is selfish or can't be a team player, they're a liability, and the instructors and their own classmates will, expose that weakness quickly. Many who quit fail to understand that their own success is tied directly to the success of their team. They see their teammates as competition, not brothers. Now, let's talk about the water. The U in Bud S stands for underwater, and they are not kidding. The ocean is a constant presence, and it's used as a tool to test a candidate's comfort in a hostile environment. One of the most feared tests is drown-proofing. Candidates' hands and feet are tied, and they have to perform a series of tasks in a 9-foot-deep pool. This includes bobbing up and down, floating, and swimming. The test isn't about strength. It's about staying calm under extreme duress. Panic is your worst enemy. If you panic, you'll sink. If you relax, trust your training, and control your breathing, your body's natural buoyancy will help you. Many physically capable candidates fail this evolution because they let fear take over. They can't silence the primal scream in their mind that tells them they're drowning. So, we have physical exhaustion, mental breakdown, lack of a why, and the inability to handle the water. But there's another, more insidious reason people quit. The slow grind. Hell Week is a sprint of pain, but the entirety of Bud S is a marathon. After the adrenaline of Hell Week fades, candidates face months more of training. This is where the little injuries start to add up. The constant wear and tear on the body, the monotony of certain routines, and the seemingly endless nature of the training can erode even the strongest resolve. It's a death by 1,000 cuts. A candidate might survive Hell Week, only to quit a month later because he simply couldn't and face another 4-mile timed run in the soft sand. He's mentally spent, not from one big event, but from the cumulative effect of unrelenting pressure. Phase 2 is the combat diving phase. Now, the pressure is different. It's less about brute physical endurance and more about technical skill and being comfortable in the dark, silent world beneath the waves. They learn to use combat dive equipment, which is notoriously complex and unforgiving. A small mistake underwater can have catastrophic consequences. The psychological stress here is immense. It is about trusting your gear and your body in an environment where humans are not meant to survive. Finally, Phase 3 focuses on land warfare. This is where they learn demolitions, reconnaissance, and small unit tactics. The physical demands are still there, with long patrols carrying heavy gear, but now there's an added layer of cognitive load. They have to think, plan, and execute complex missions while sleep-deprived and physically worn down. This phase weeds out those who can't think clearly under pressure. You can be the toughest guy in the world, but if you can't remember mission-critical details or make sound tactical decisions, you are a danger to your team. So, what is the ultimate key to success? According to former SEALs and instructors, it boils down to a few core traits. First, an unbreakable spirit, the ability to get knocked down 10 times and get up 11. Smiling. They often look for the guy who can crack a joke when everyone else is miserable. This positive attitude is infectious and can lift the entire team. Second, compartmentalization, the ability to block out the pain, the cold, and the doubt, and focus solely on the immediate task. Don't worry about the 5-mile run you have to do later. just worry about this one push-up. Third, a commitment to the team over the self. The understanding that your purpose is to support your brothers and accomplish the mission, no matter the personal cost. And finally, a powerful, unwavering why. That internal fire that cannot be extinguished by cold water, sleepless nights, or the screams of an instructor. Surviving Bud S is not about being a superhero. It's about being profoundly human and pushing the limits of what that means. It's about discovering that your perceived limits were just illusions. The men who stand on the graduation field at the end of 6 months are not the same men who started. They have been forged in the fire, stripped of their egos, and rebuilt into something stronger. They have learned the ultimate lesson. The only easy day was yesterday. What do you think is the hardest part of SEAL training? The physical pain or the mental games? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this look into the world of the Navy SEALs fascinating, please hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching.
If you love uncovering the truth, don't forget to subscribe. More hidden history is coming every week, only on History Uncovered.